First of all, I welcome one and all in EPG Pathshala. Dear friends, this is 7th module of EPG Pathshala on C programming language. The title of this module is Serial and Parallel Communication. Friends, communications are very much important in day-to-day life. Actually, it is not possible to human being to go through a single day without communication. So what is communication? Communication is exchange of information. You know, in communication you will find two important things like sender and receiver. The sender sends some information and receiver receives the sending information. So sender and receivers are very much important in communication. So you also need one more thing, that is medium. So sender, medium and receiver. Friends, the information can be anything, like you can send some facts, you can send emotions, opinions, different ideas, instructions, even though your attitude. So these are different kind of information which you would like to share between sender and receiver. Generally, there are different communication types, like verbal communication is one of the type, written communication, communication through body language, then electronic communication. Let us take example of verbal communication. The two people communicate with spoken language. They uses different symbols for communicating. Let us take example. Right now I am talking in front of you and you are listening this lecture. It is one of the verbal communication. When you listen radio, television or some lectures, seminars, these are the best examples of verbal communication. Second type of communication as a written communication. When you write some information on plain paper, you uses a different symbols, you uses different codes, and these codes are written on plane of paper. Then if you send that plane of paper to the receiver, receiver can read this information and your information is exchanged between sender and receiver. In third type of communication, we uses body language. We expresses some information through body language. Next type of communication is electronic communication. Let us think how two different devices gets communicated between each other. These devices must be smart devices. Like there are two computers and these two computers are communicating each other. Two mobile phones, they are communicating each other. If somebody want to communicate with mobile phone or laptop, then how communication happens between these two different devices or person to device? Friends, in this module we will see what is electronic communication, what kind of terminologies they are using for communication. Learning objectives of this module are to know fundamentals of communication system, understand the serial and parallel communication, to study serial communication terminologies, study about serial communication protocols. Contents of this topic are introduction to communication system, serial communication, parallel communication and difference between serial communication and parallel communication. Major factors, those are limiting to the parallel communication, how data can be sent serially, serial communication terminology, serial communication protocols and summary. Let us see introduction of communication system. What is communication? Communication is the process of exchanging information. Communication is the act of conveying intended meaning from one entity to another entity. We can use different signs and symbols. The basic steps in communication can be the forming communicative intent is one of the important steps. Message composition, message encoding and decoding, transmission of encoded message as a sequence of signals using specific channel or medium, reception of signals, reconstruction of original message and interpretation and making sense of reconstructed message. These are the some of the steps can be considered for communication. You can see the slide. On this slide you will find two computers are communicating each other. First computer sends some message to the another computer. You can see first computer sends some number like 10110, but he don't want to communicate to other computer by sending number. He is sending some text message. He is using some symbols, but computer understand only language of 1 and 0, high and low. Therefore, in computer there is a electronic circuit which converts this message into the binary form, and therefore first computer communicate by binary number 10110, and that number is received by another computer, and in another computer you can see 10110 and their message. So this way two computer can be communicate through some code. Before we see serial and parallel communication, let us discuss a little bit about what is communication in general. In simple term, communication is an exchange of ideas between two individuals. Ideas can be anything and any form. It could be written or spoken words in the form of media like audio or video. But what does mean by communication between two electronic devices like microcontrollers or microprocessors? Simply we can say an exchange of data bits or information. For communicating themselves, different protocols are used. The protocols for communication based on either serial communication or parallel communication. Let us see animation for communication system. This animation helps us to understand communication. In this animated picture, we can see two peoples, they are communicating themselves. One of them is considered as a sender and another is receiver. Sender uses verbal communication and sends some words or speaks something to the receiver. These words passes through air medium and receives at the destination. Here destination is receiver. The receiver acknowledges and gives feedback to the sender by saying some another word. Sender sends some information or text like hello. Receiver replies sender by saying hello. Finally, sender also acknowledges to the receiver. I think this animation will help you to understand how the text goes from one person to another person via some signal. So you can see there are two persons, one of them considered as a sender, another considered as a receiver, and there is communication between these two people by some signal. So here we can consider some electromagnetic signal which can be considered as a medium. Serial communication. In digital communication or telecommunication, the serial communication is the process of sending and receiving data in the form of bits, means single bit transfer at a time. Let us take example of machine gun. Machine gun could be a good example to understand serial communication process. That is one bullet at a time, means one bit at a time, nothing but a serial communication. On this slide you can see there are two blocks shown, sender and receiver. Sender sends some data like 101000011. So sender sends this data to the receiver. In this there will be bitwise communication or one bit at a time. Let us see another figure for understanding what is serial communication. This is in contrast to parallel communication, where several bits are sent as a whole on a link with several parallel channels. This is one bit at a time. You can see the data of 8 bits. MSB is sent first and LSB sent in the last. So what is MSB and LSB? MSB means most significant bit and LSB is least significant bit. A single bit is either 0 or 1. In this figure you can see we have data like 00, 10, 1111. In this data you can see MSB is 0 and LSB is 1. Now we are using serial interface. Through this serial interface, single bit sent at a time. So you can see in serial bit stream you get number like 11110100. In this bit stream you can see first bit is 0 and last bit is 1. It means in this bit stream you will find LSB first and MSB last. Here we can see pictorial representation of serial communication. In this we have given some pictures and some animations. The serial communication between two digital devices or two computers. You can see there are two different blocks shown on the screen. In the left side you will find transmitter and right side receiver or sender and receiver. The left block can be treated as a transmitter or sender and write block can be treated as a receiver or electronic receiver. The transmitter sends 8-bit data, that is B1, B2, B3, B4 up to B8. The transmitter sends 8-bit data serially to the receiver. In this example, B1 is MSB and B8 is LSB. So, B1 sends first, then B2, then B3, then B4, B5, B6, B7 and B8. You can see between these two blocks we are using some data, and here our data is B1 to B8. Even though you can see the format of data, but this format of data can be seen afterwards. You can see data B1, that is bit B1 is the out from transmitter. Then when you apply a clock pulse to this transmitter, then next bit will appear. After B1, B2 will appear, and when B2 is the output of first transmitter, you can see B1 is settled in receiver. Similarly, B3 is output and B2 is settled in receiver. B4 is the output of transmitter and B3 is settled in receiver. B5 is the output of transmitter and B4 is settled in receiver. B6 is the output of transmitter and B5 is settled in receiver. B7 is the output of transmitter and B6 is settled in receiver. B8 is the output of transmitter and B7 is settled in receiver. Similarly, all bits will go from transmitter to the receiver one by one. So, one bit at a time. From this animation, we can conclude that sending data one bit at a time sequentially over communication channel or computer bus. Let us see serial data format. On the screen you can see the data format. The serial data format includes one start bit between 5 and 8 bit data and 1 bit as a stop bit. The parity bit and an additional stop bit might be included in the format as well. The diagram illustrates the serial data format. The format of serial port data is often expressed using notation, number of data bits, parity type, number of stop bits. You can see in this data we have start bit 0, parity bit 1, stop bit 1, and your data is of 7-bit ASCII code. You can see your data 1 0 1 0 0 1 0. This is your data. Let us take example. 8N1 is interpreted as 8 data bit, N means no parity bit and 1 means 1 stop bit, while 7E2 is interpreted as 7 data bits, even parity and 2 stop bits. The data bits are often referred as character, because these bits usually represents an ASCII character. The remaining bits are called as framing bits because they frame the data bits. Parallel communication. Let us see what is meant by parallel communication. Parallel communication is the process of sending or receiving multiple data bits at a time through parallel channels. That means more than one bit data can be sent at a time. This method is fast, but its disadvantage is that it uses more number of lines. It is used when sender and receivers are physically close and fixed for long time. In that case, one can use parallel communication. Let us take example. Communication between CPU and RAM can be parallel communication. Communication between PCI cards and PC is also parallel communication. Let us see animation of parallel communication. You can see there are two blocks like sender and receiver. Here we have data which you want to communicate from sender to receiver is 101000011, which you want to send from sender. When trigger pulse is applied to the sender, this data will be available on the output of sender. In this animation, we have shown the bits like B0, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6 and B7. In this, B0 is MSB and B7 is LSB. When trigger is given or clock pulse is given to first block, that is sender, then all these bits are available on the output of sender. When clock pulse is applied to the sender, all output bits will go to the receiver. So you can see all bits moved from sender to the receiver, and therefore in receiver you will find all bits available. So within single clock pulse, all bits are available in receiver. So here you will not find single bit at a time, here you will find all bits at a time in receiver. Advantages of serial communication over parallel communication. Although a serial link may seem inferior to parallel one, since it can transmit less data per clock cycle. It is often the case that serial links can be clocked considerably faster than parallel links in order to achieve a higher data rate. A number of factors allows serial to be clocked at a higher rate. Clock skew between different channel is not an issue. Serial connection requires fewer interconnecting cables and hence occupies less space. Crosstalk is not a much significant issue because there are fewer conductors in proximity. In many cases, serial communication is a better opinion or option because it is cheaper to implement. Many ICs have serial interfaces as opposed to parallel ones. So they have fewer pins and are therefore less expensive. Because of these factors, serial communication is preferred over parallel communication. Application of digital communication. There are various applications of digital communication. Here I have shown a simple application in which two devices are communicating. This example explains how two smart devices communicates between each other. In this example, I have shown laptop and Arduino board. They are communicating each other by some technique. The information passes between laptop and Arduino board via USB cable. The information shared between these devices via binary numbers like zeros and ones. You can see here I have given some data format, and through this data format or using this data format they can communicate. USB is for serial communication. You can see the format of data which is already explained in before slide. There is 7-bit ASCII, start bit, parity bit and stop bit. So there are various examples or applications which you can consider in digital communication. Difference between serial communication and parallel communication. We can see the difference table between serial and parallel communication. In serial communication, as you know that 1 bit data is transceived at a time. Transceived means transmitted and received. Whereas in parallel communication, multiple data bits are transferred and received at a time. Serial communication is slower than parallel communication, whereas parallel communication is faster than serial communication. In serial communication, less number of cables required to transmit the data because we send 1 bit at a time, whereas in parallel communication higher number of cables are required because all bits sends simultaneously. So for 1 bit you need 1 data line, for 1 bit you need 1 cable. Therefore higher number of cables are required in parallel communication. Factors limiting parallel communication. There are various factors those are limiting parallel communication. Let us see one by one. First factor can be considered as a speed. Before the development of high-speed serial technologies, the choice of parallel links over serial links was driven by these factors. Speed. Superficially, the speed of parallel link is equal to bit rate into number of channels. In practice, clock skew reduces the speed of every link to the slowest of all the links. Cable length. Crosstalk creates interference between the parallel lines, and the effect only magnifies with the length of communication link. This limits the length of communication cable that can be added. Let us see how is data sent serially. Since we know what are registers and data bits, we would now be talking in these terms only. When a particular data set is parallel from to the microcontroller and any bit can be accessed irrespective of its bit number. when this data set is transferred into the output buffer to be transmitted, it is still in parallel form. This output buffer converts this data into serial data, that is PISO, parallel in, serial out. MSB means most significant bit first, or LSB, least significant bit first, as according to the protocol. Now this data is transmitted in serial mode. In this slide you can see there are two blocks, sender and receiver. For sender you can say PISO and receiver SIPO. PISO means parallel in, serial out, and SIPO means serial in, parallel out. PISO have parallel inputs and outputs are serial. So parallel data is converted into serial data, whereas in receiver we have SIPO, we have serial data in, and this serial data is converted into parallel data. So this kind of data can be considered in serial communication, because you have parallel data in, parallel data is converted into serial, again serial data is received by receiver, and that serial data is converted into parallel. Friends, let us see different terminologies used for serial communication. Generally, there are 5 different terminologies used for communication in serial communications. First is MSB LSB, second is simplex, third half duplex, fourth full duplex, and fifth one is baud rate. Let us see MSB to LSB serial communication terminology. In this you will find some bits sent from transmitter to the receiver by MSB to LSB, one bit at a time. In this you will find MSB bit sent first and LSB bit sent in the last. On the slide you can see there is example like 111 00101. This is the data, and in this data you will find first bit as a MSB bit and last bit as a LSB bit. In this communication, MSB bit is sent first and LSB bit sent in the last. Let us see second terminology, that is simplex. In simplex terminology you will find transmitter and receiver or sender and receiver. You will find one-way communication, but reverse communication is not possible. It means sender sends bit to the receiver, receiver doesn't send bits to the sender. Whereas in half duplex you will find two-way communication. In half duplex you will find transmitter receiver as a one of the block, and again transmitter and receiver is another block. So transmitter sends information from transmitter to the receiver at a time. Again transmitter from another block will send back information to the receiver of first block. So here you will find two-way communication, but you can't communicate simultaneously. Here you will find communication bit by bit or bits at a time. In the next terminology, that is full duplex. In full duplex you will find both way communication possible simultaneously. It means sender and receiver can communicate simultaneously at a time. So sender will send some information to the receiver. At the same time, receiver also sends signal back to the transmitter. I think this slide will understand or will give impact of different terminologies used in serial communication. After this, you are going to see baud rate terminology. Serial communication terminologies. Baud rate. According to the Wikipedia, baud is synonymous to symbols, per seconds or pulses per second. It is the unit of symbol rate, also known as baud or modulation rate. However, though technically incorrect, in the case of modem manufacturers, baud commonly refers to bits per second. Importance of baud rate. Serial communication between two microcontrollers needs same baud rate, otherwise serial communication won't work. This is because when we set a baud rate, you direct the microcontroller to transmit or receive the data at that particular rate. So, if we set different baud rates, then receiver might miss out the bits the transmitter is sending, because it is configured to receive data and process it with different speed. Different baud rates are available for the use. The most common one are 2400, 4800, 9600, 19200, 38400. You cannot choose any arbitrary baud rate. There are some fixed values which you must use, like 2400, 4800, etc. Please note that unit of baud rate is BPS, bits per second. So you can use any one of the baud rate as listed in this example. UART and USART. Most embedded engineers are familiar with UART, that is Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. It is a microcontroller peripheral that converts incoming and outgoing bytes of data into a serial bit stream. A start bit initiates the serial bit stream and a stop bit completes the data word. A UART also has the option of adding a parity bit to the stream to assist in detecting if a bit error occurs during transmission. Whereas USART stands for Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. They are basically just piece of computer hardware that converts parallel data into serial data. The only difference between UART and USART is UART supports only asynchronous mode, whereas USART supports both mode, like synchronous and asynchronous, and like Ethernet, Firewire, etc. There is no specific port for UART and USART. Are USARTs and UARTs same? Technically, the answer is no. The USART generally has more capabilities than standard UART. The ability to generate clock data, the USART generally has more capabilities than standard UART. The ability to generate clock data allows USART to operate at baud rates well beyond UART's capability. They are commonly used in conjugation with protocols like RS-232, RS-434, etc. We have specific ports for these two protocols. In synchronous transmission, the clock data is recovered separately from the data stream and no start or stop bits are used. This improves the efficiency of transmission on suitable channels, since more of the bits sent are usual data and not character framing. The components of UART. There are 7 different components can be considered for UART. First, clock generator, input and output shift register, transmit or receive control, read or write control logic, transmit or receive buffers, parallel data bus buffer, first in first out buffer memory. In this, transmit or receive buffers are optional. Parallel data bus of buffer is also optional. First in first out buffer memory is also optional. Serial communication protocols. A variety of communication protocols have been developed based on serial communication in the past few decades. Some of them are: number 1, SPI, that is Serial Peripheral Interface. It is a 3-wire based communication system. 1 wire each for master to slave and vice versa, and 1 for clock pulse. There is an additional slave select line which is mostly used when we want to send or receive data between multiple ICs. The second protocol is inter-integrated circuit, that is I2C. This is an advanced form of UART. The transmission speed can be as high as whopping 400 kHz. The I2C bus has 2 wires, one for clock and other for data line, which is bidirectional. The I2C, sometimes called as 2-wire interface, that is TWI. It is new and revolutionary technology invented by Philips company. Third protocol is FireWire. The FireWire protocol developed by company Apple. It is high-speed bus capable of audio and video transmission. The bus contains number of wires depending upon the port, which can be either 4-pin 1, 6-pin 1 and 8-pin 1. Next protocol, that is Universal Serial Bus, that is USB. This is the most popular for all. USB is used for virtually all types of connections. The bus has 4 lines: VCC, ground, data plus and data minus. The next protocol, that is Ethernet. Ethernet used mostly in LAN connections. The bus consists of 8 lines or 4 TX-RX pairs. TX means transmitter and RX means receiver. The next protocol, that is RS-232, recommended standard is 232. The RS-232 is typically connected using DB9 connector. DB9 connector has 9 pins, out of which 5 are input pins, 3 are output and 1 is ground. As you know that RS-232 is serial port which is available in old PCs. In new PC you may not get this protocol for serial communication. This way you will get different protocols for serial communication. In this slide we have just discussed some of them, but other protocols can be studied independently. Let us conclude this module on serial communication and parallel communication. In this module we have seen introduction of communications. We have seen serial communication, parallel communication, difference between serial communication and parallel communication. We also seen the major factors those are limiting to the parallel communication. We also seen various protocols for serial communication and different terminologies for serial communication. We also seen advantages and disadvantages of serial communications and parallel communication. Friends, I think this module will highlight on uses of serial communication and parallel communication for different smart devices. Thank you.